Okay, we got a Delta flying through here, super low. That thing can't be more than 20,000 feet. And it just left this quick trail right there. That one right there. I could hear it up there and I didn't see it, and then all of a sudden it turned on that trail. And then turned it off for that short distance. It's just low and slow, man. Just going low and slow. But that's the sky here today. What is the day? The 15th? November, Thursday. Mixture of somewhat natural water vapor clouds, but just tons of the wispy chemtrail stuff. Oh, turn it back on, check it out. Look at that. There you go. Turn it back on, up there in the soup. Turn it on right there. Wasn't spraying when it came in at the valley. And wasn't spraying along through here. And turn it on right there. So I'll go pull it up on Flight Radar 24. It was a Delta flight. See, just out of curiosity, what the altitude says. If it says it was like 30,000 feet or something, then I know that their calibrated altitude's not correct most of the time. Okay, here's a Delta flight that just came through, and it's saying it's flying at 34,975. So 35,000 feet. There was no way that jet was flying at 35,000 feet. Unless it was climbing in altitude. And it said its ground speed was 600 knots, LAX JFK. But it wasn't flying that high. So I don't know if I can trust this calibrated altitude on Flight Radar. Sometimes it seems pretty accurate, but that jet was definitely, I could see it was a Delta jet just by looking at it, and it was up there in the haze up there, and this haze, the chemtrail mixture up there is just super low. Super low. So anyways, that was that Delta. Flight Radar said it was flying at 35,000 feet, which I doubt. There's a little trail it left. And then the other one, and it blew further east. So, just another lovely geoengineered day here in the Coachella Valley. Welcome to Golfer's Paradise. Now we gotta, what is that, taking off? I've seen a bunch of them do that today. Use this takeoff route. Keep a real low altitude, fly over out of Palm Springs, taking off, and do this roundabout, whatever they're doing. Take off from Palm Springs Airport, and then heading east, and then vector pretty hard towards the north. Now heading back towards, yeah, it's heading west now. Anyways, it's up there in the power lines. But I've seen about 3 or 4 of them do that today. I'll have to pull that up and see where it was going. Just curious how they change their flight paths out here. A lot of times they change them when they're really doing the heavy spraying out here. So that's why I've come to the conclusion after years of observing them that the FAA is really behind, or a big part of, the geoengineering programs and what flight routes the jets take. So I'll see what that jet was. Comes up on Flight Radar. Okay, that jet was, one that just took off was Alaska Airlines. I see them going into Palm Springs and out of Palm Springs a lot. From Palm Springs to Seattle. So, just kind of an interesting flight path they're taking. So it did head east, back around, vectored hard north, and then there it goes, huh? Well, it's kind of showing how it's moving around there. Here's another one coming over through though. Here's another Delta flying at 33,000 LAX to Atlanta. Let's see if this one out. There's so much soup up there I can't even see. Probably won't be able to see it. It's right up in there somewhere. I might be able to see it up here where it's kind of spreading out a little bit, and when it gets right over here. So, actually, there's one going through right there. That could be it right there. Oh, it is it. Look at that. There it is right there. And it's spraying. And it's going slow too. And again, that just doesn't look to me like it's at 30, like that other one that said 35,000 feet. I don't think my camera will focus in, but it's right in there. There it is. And it's going super slow too, just like that last one. And it was spraying. Left a trail up there in the schmuck. Let's see if it turns it on. See what it does here. Like that other one, turn it on right there. Oh, there you go. Look, just like the other one. Turn it on right there. Look at that. Just like the other one, just like clockwork. Turn it on for a quick time right there, just exactly in that same airspace that last Delta did that exact same thing. We're spraying in this vicinity right there, and then had it off, and then hit it again right there. So again, you know, I've come to the conclusion that these spraying operations are very, very precise in how they lay these chemical aerosols in the sky. Very precise. And there's no way the pilots are doing it. Most likely some very high-tech computer software with monitoring from, you know, people would say satellites, but I don't believe satellites are up there. But anyways, I don't think we can get past the firmament. So maybe high-altitude aircraft, even high-altitude balloons they could be using, but there's no satellites up there. That was all science fiction. Arthur C. Clarke wrote about satellites, and then, you know, 8-10 years later, next thing you know, they're up there in space. Good old Hollywood predictive programming, letting us know what they're gonna be faking next. You know, come on, people, we were so stupid. But who'd ever thought? Who would have ever thought how we were being lied to? You know, some of us are waking up and seeing what's going on. So, anyways, that was that Delta jet. Following the same pattern of spraying the aerosols as the one before it.